Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and a puzzle today with a lot of markings in the grid. There's almost as much as in a Roggen puzzle, but I don't know. Will it be fairly straightforward? We'll see. I will go through the rules in a little while, but first of all, I'm going to tell you about Patreon, where you can have a go at Alien Invasion, the Sudoku hunt that involves out of this world Sudokus. And it's been great fun. There's been a lot of very good comments in the solutions that we've had in, and well done to those people. If you join us on Patreon, there are a number of videos too, gridogram and connections and other crosswords that haven't appeared before. So loads of good stuff there too. And yeah, do have a go at that. And also there's our apps. We just got in some high compliment emails about some of the apps as well. So they're all good fun. Domino Sudoku may be the most relevant today, but there's also classic Sudoku and the Worms by the likes of Zetamath. They are great fun. Give you a great sense of completion if you do finish one. So check those out. And we've got some merch as well. We've got mugs and t-shirts and hoodies and the like, mouse pads, water bottles. Rat Run merch, of course, by Marty Sears. So all sorts of things going on there. But let's have a look at the rules to DC's puzzles. DC has appeared on the channel once before and has written in with this one. So normal Sudoku rules apply. 1 to 9 in every row, column, and 3 by 3 box. A digit in a grey square is even. A digit in a grey circle is odd. There's a maximum of 2 consecutive even or odd cells in any row or column. So if those two are both even, that one has to be odd. I know this is the Binero rule. We've seen it a few times. Digits in cells joined by a green dot have the same parity. They're either both odd or both even. Digits in cells joined by a red dot have different parity. One is odd and one is even. Digits in cells joined by a white dot are consecutive. Digits in cells joined by a black dot, one digit is double the other. And finally, a clue outside the grid gives the sum of the digits along the indicated diagonal only using cells of the same parity as the first cell. What was it? So if row 1, column 2, this one is odd, the sum of all odd cells on this diagonal then is 16. But if it's even, it's the even cells on that diagonal that add up to 16. Okay, interesting, a modified little killer rule. Do give it a try on the first link under the video. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. So, how do we begin this? We mustn't forget that Binero rule. I mean, I could color these one color of parity, and that must be the other. These must be the same by the green dot rule, and that must be different by the Binero rule. But I don't know how to then, then I could color these. Actually, yeah, okay, let's try it this way. A white dot is like a super red dot. It's a super red dot with more information, but one cell each side of one cell within a consecutive pair must be even and the other must be odd. Obviously, I could color the circles and squares odd and even colors straight away, but I don't know what yellow and red are yet. Okay, we need to put red here to stop a connection of 3. Okay, this might work. We've got both yellow and red on black dots here. I don't know. Is there some way in this box that if orange was yellow, we would certainly not break the Binero rule immediately then. But if orange was red, i.e. if red was odd, yeah, I don't know. Maybe let's look at this box, box 6. The 30. 30 is a big number for 5 cells, of which you're not probably counting all 5. Or do you have to? So, what color is this cell? We don't know. One of the cells on a black dot must be even, but this could still be red as long as red was even. Let's just think about these 5 cells. Okay, well, we've got a choice of even or odd here, clearly. If it's odd, the only possible cells we could count in this diagonal are those 4. And the highest digit that this could be on a black dot is a 3. And I think then these 3, which are the only other cells that could be odd in the diagonal, would all have to be 9s. Yeah, they would, to get to 30. Well, that's not impossible, it's just implausible. If this was even, though, we still have problems, because even if you made all 5 cells, no, what if you made those 4 cells even? You could have 8 and 6 here, 8 and 6 here. That's 28 in total. This one must be even, if that's even. So these 2 are the same color. Right, I'm going into new colors, green and pink. They're the same color, whether it's odd or even, just because of this cell and the nature of the 30 diagonal. Now these red dots, we can alternate around them. And where am I now? Well, this must be pink to separate the greens using the Binero rule. And now this is getting very weird, is it? I'm trying to relate both green and pink and red and yellow to blue and orange, and each box has 5 orange and 4 blue. And I don't think I've achieved it yet. No, that's strange. That's strange. I'm going to have to do some brilliant thinking about the possibilities of yellow and red and orange and blue. Oh, wow. I think I may have really overcomplicated this thing. Right, let's go back to this 30 diagonal. It's either 3, 9. Now, if it was just those 4 cells, actually then you could have 8, 8, 8 and a 6. Oh, bother. So that doesn't prove this cell. Oh, look at this. 6 on this diagonal. That's quite interesting too. Could this be pink? I don't think it could. If this was pink and pink was even, we'd have at least 2 there and 2 and 4 there, and that's too much. If this was pink and pink was odd, well, you could survive with 1 here and 1, 3 here, but you'd need another 1 in the same box. That wouldn't work either. So weirdly, I can color that cell green. I mean, that's not helping with Binero or anything. But it is true. So I've got 3 separate color schemes going at the moment, blue and orange. Oh, there's an odd thing here as well. Right, haven't looked here before, but these 2 are the same color, these 2 are the same color. If all 4 were the same color, it would be even, because the black dot needs an even. And then these would be odd, and that would totally break the Binero rule both horizontally and vertically. So these pairs must be one of each. One of them is an odd pair and one of them is an even pair. Oh, and these two must be red, because if they were yellow, they would create a 3 with that. So those two are red, these two are yellow. Now we can bound the reds with yellows and boundary the yellows with reds. Now we've got 3 of each here. This is 2 odd and 1 even. This is also 2 odd and 1 even. I just don't know if red is odd or even. That's the trouble. This is clearly, well, this is 1 of each. Oh, I don't know if either of these are 1 of each. One of them is 1 of each, and the other one isn't. Because one of them, green is either yellow or red. If green is yellow, that's a double yellow. If green is red, that's a double red. So I'm weirding myself out here as well. Oh, by the way, oh no, look at this column. Oh, this is interesting because we've got double red, double yellow, and then 2 greens and a pink. So green is, if green was even, we'd have had all the evens in this column, whether it's red or yellow. And then these two would both be odd, and that would make this whole group odd. And would that break the 8? It would nearly break the 8. Okay, the 8's very interesting. You can't do it with 3 even cells because they would add up to more than 8. You can't do it with 3 odd cells because they would also add up to more than 8. So whatever this one is, which determines which types of cell you're adding, there's only a maximum of 1 more of that cell in these two. And therefore, if there is another one of that color, these two are 1 of each. And that would determine green and pink in this column. However, I can't rely on that because this digit could be an even 8 and these two could both be odd. And that's annoying. That's annoying. It is possible. Definitely it is possible. I should probably be looking at other colors, or other places in the grid. Like maybe this 22. It's very seductive to think that this 8 is 2 digits of the same color, but that's not necessarily true because that could be a blue 8 and that could be orange. The same is true about 6 here. You could have a single 6 and then an odd digit. So it doesn't have to be a 2-4 or a 1-5 pair. It's a strange puzzle, isn't it? Right. Can that be double red? That would be 5 reds in the row. They'd all be odd. No, this can't be double red because all the reds in the row, that would be 5 reds. They'd have to be the odds to have 5 of them, but that's definitely odd. So these are double yellow, and that digit is red because of the Binero rule, and that is yellow because of the red dot rule. And now we've got 4 yellows in this row. If this is all very obvious to you and the next deduction's clear, I'm sorry I'm a bit slow, but there we go. You play with the cards you're dealt. Oh, these two are the same, so they can't be yellow, so that's a double red. Now, if orange is red, these are both going to have to be yellow. In fact, in this box, we've got an odd 4 red, 3 yellow, and that doesn't determine this. That's yellow to cut off the reds as they go down. I'm not very good with this Binero rule set. I do accept that. I'm not very good at understanding how to use it particularly. Now, I mean, I note something. There are no odd clues. An odd clue would be useful because you would know it was starting with an odd digit because it would have to be adding the odd numbers. So that's probably why there are no odd clues. This is adding the yellows. Oh, this is adding the reds, but so it's definitely adding those two, definitely not adding that one. But then we don't know after here, and we still don't know what color this is. Again, unless I am missing something. Now, if yellow is odd here, that's going to have to be even, and that's even. Right. Yeah, that's very interesting. Right. If red is even, I think this row is impossible if red is even. Bear with me here. If red is even, there's only one more red to place in these white cells. And wherever you put it, there's going to be a run of 3 yellow. If you put it in one of these two, those 3 are yellow. If you put it in one of these 3, those 3 are yellow. So red is not even. There we go. That's an important deduction. Red is odd, yellow is even. And I can at least get rid of one color scheme, and I'm just left with one more. Now, that's odd on a black dot. Oh, I could have worked that out before. Since there was one of each on black dots with green, one of green was going to have to be even. I didn't see that. Anyway, at least we're down to one color scheme now of odds and evens. This is going to be huge. Look, we've got 4 evens down there. So these are odd. The green dots make everything else odd. We can bound these 2x2s with blue. We've got loads going on here. The 4th even in this box is going to have to break up that run of 3. So these 2 are odd. The green dot tells us that's odd. We can bound this pair with an even and that pair of blue with an odd. And that's even on the green dot. That's the rule. These can't be even because we've had 3 in the box. Oh, it's falling into place. The color scheme anyway. That's odd to make the count work. That's odd to make the count work. We've got the count of this row. That's odd. One of each there. Oh, we've got the count of this column, so that's odd. This is even for the count of the box. This is odd for the count of its box. This can't be odd because it would be a run of 3 odds. And that's odd for the count of its column. This is odd for the count of its row. This pair, oh, that's a double, so that's blue, and then this must be orange. That's a double, so this is orange, and that paints the whole green area there. And that's blue to bound it, and that's a count of 4 or blue in the column, 4 blue in the box. We need 4 blue in this box. This is blue to break up this run of other things, and that's blue to break up the one below. I should just have counted the central column. Then I have counted the central box, and this is blue. And there we go. There is the color scheme. So this 30 has become all 5 cells, which is annoying because with 4 we could have done something. This 8 is 1 cell, so that's an 8. There's our first digit in the grid after 15 minutes. This 8 is a pair of either 1, 7 or 3, 5. This 6 is 1 digit. That's a 6. 10 here is 3 evens. The 30 is much less appealing. Oh, well, okay, hang on. These digits can't be 8. No, I don't know. That's not quite enough, but it's not uninteresting. Oh, we've got these black dots with dominoes on. So the odd digits are 1 or 3. The even digits are 2 or 6. This pair is either 2, 4 or 4, 8. It uses a 4. That intercepts this blue count of 22. What do you see there? This can't be 8. No, hang on. If these were all 2s, that could be an 8. Bother. Okay, this cell sees 6 and 8 now, so that's 2 or 4. 6 is in one of those 2 cells in the box. So it can't be here or here. This now sees 8 and 6, so that's 2 or 4. This 10. Okay, that can't be 8 because of this 10 diagonal, because then it would be a minimum of 12. So now 8's, it's in one of those 2 cells in the row, or it could be there. Yeah, I don't know. I've got to use more of these evens. Oh, this one. This one's a single cell. That is a 6. That's going to help because now 6, we've got 6 in one of those. Remember, that's 6 in row 7. One of these 2 is 6 on the 30 diagonal. So we've got 6 and a pair that include a 6. That's 12. There's 3 more digits to add up to 18. That could be 882. We can't use another 6. Can it be anything else other than 882? 844 is not enough. We can't use another 6. It must be 8, 6, 6, and 8, 2. That's so peculiar. There's no way of getting 2 4s into it, because that would be a 6. And this would have to be a 10. Okay, if this is 8, 6. 12, 20, and these add up to 10. They are 8, 2 now. Right, that is going to sort out possibly all the blue cells. That's a 2. This is a 4, 8 pair. 6, maybe it's not going to. There's a 6 in one of those. This is 2 or 4. These are 2 and 8 in some order. 8 has to be in one of those cells. Maybe I'm going to need the 26 clue. I mean, it would be a bit surprising if I'm not using all the clues. Oh, look at this now. That's got 2 8s on. So it has to have 3 2s. 16 plus 3 2s is 22. So that's a 6, and that goes with 3 on the black dot. This 6 also goes with 3 on the black dot. This one's not decided, but we're up to 8, and we need 14 more. These are 6 and 8, and they are decided. Every one of these black dots with an odd digit on is a 6-3 pair. Oh, this one's decided, even if I wasn't doing the Sudoku. Here we go now. 4, 6, 2 and 4. 2 and 8. This is a 6-8 pair. That's quite straightforward. This is a 2-4 pair, also straightforward. This is a 4, even more. That's an 8. This is a 4-8 pair. Yes, we know the order. This digit's a 6. That's an 8. 2 and 4 in the box. 2, 4, and 6 up in box 3. And we are done with the blue digits. I do like odd even Sudoku because once you get it going, it's like, it's a bit like 4x4 Sudoku over 9 boxes. I mean, if that doesn't make any sense, but anyway. Right, there's a 14 clue here that's just 2 digits. Could be a 7-7 pair, but it might be 5-9. There's an 18 clue that is 4 digits. There's another 18 clue that is 4 digits. Those are quite middly numbers, annoyingly. Oh, look at 16. Oh, there's a lot of digits in 16. But if you could even put a 9 in it, there's only one pair in the same box in that 16. If you put 9 in there with a 1, then actually you could have 3 more 1s and a 3 here, and that would be fine. Oh, 3s. We've got something on 3s. None of those can be a 3. So there's a 3 in one of those, a 3 in one of these in column 8. We've got a 3 there. That's 3 in box 5. One of these two is a 3 in box 8. That's not 3 and those aren't 3. 3's in one of the left-hand cells there and one of the right-hand cells here. And that's an X-wing. Where's the 3? Oh, also 3's not on this pair. That's a 1-7 pair. But where's 3 in row 8? It can't be in these cells because of these 3's. And it can't be there because we know there is a 3 in one of those two. So it's here. X-wing does the job there. Right. Oh, the white dot, I've been good at the black dots. The white dot needs a 7 or a 9, which is not a 1 or a 5, he said fatuously. Oh, well, hang on. We've got a lot of 3's in this grid, and this 16 clue is not hitting any of them. Right, I'm now going to say you can't put a 9 on this 16 clue. Or a 3, because there aren't any 3's on it. Let me just check that. This 3 sees that, or this cell sees that 3. This one 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 sees that 3. It is right. Okay. I think this is possibly important. We can't have a 9 on it because you would then need 4 1's and a 3, and we can't have a 3. Wow, can we have a 7 on it? 7 1 would be 8 up there. Then you could have 1 1 1 5. And that would work actually. So, okay, but these digits are from 1 5 or 7. Let's at least say that. I did see another clue a moment ago that I haven't been looking at. I don't know where it was. Oh, it was this 22. 4 cells. The trouble is I feel this does have a 9 on it. So if it didn't, it would be 7 3 7 5. So, okay, I don't know, but this one is 4 cells. Oh, okay, there are a number. If this digit was a 1, there would be another 1 in this box on that diagonal, and you could never get to 20. You couldn't get close to 28. What about if this was a 5? Because that would put a 5 here. Oh, then you'd need 2 9's. If that was a 5, this would be a 5 9 pair, and that would be a 9. Yeah, that does work all right. And you can have a 1 on this along with 3 9's. That's so weird. Oh, I'm going back to this 16 clue. How many 1's does it need? And is it at least 4? That would be, I think that would be potentially useful. If it didn't have 4 1's, if it only had 3 1's plus, say, 3 5's, that would be too many. That would be 18. So it must have at least 4 1's. It can't actually have 5 1's because then the remaining number would be an 11. So this has 4 1's and a 5 and a 7. That's what it consists of. Isn't that weird that we know that? But it has 4 1's. Obviously, it can have 1 there, but it must have 3 of these be 1. And that means that any cell that sees 2 of them can't be a 1. Do you see that? Because if you were, say, this cell, that sees this and this. If that was a 1, these Well, they could be 5 and 7, that's fine. But then all of these would have to be 1, and that would cause a clash up here. So any cell in the puzzle that sees, I'm going to give these a little marking, a little grey marking, that sees 2 of the grey cells can't be 1. So that includes these that can't be 1. Now 1's in one of those 2 cells and one of those 2 in box 4. Oh, but this, no. Oh, there aren't as many cells as I thought that see lots of these. Lots of the greys. Oh, these do. They can't be 1. They see 2 of them. There must be, yeah, this one does as well. It sees that one and that one. So, but this one can be 3, which is annoying. It just can't be 1 now. I thought this was going to be more helpful. I honestly did. It's a very nice insight, but it doesn't butter my parsnips. Now, if that was 1, all of these would have to be... No, I've mistaken. That's not the 28 diagonal. That's here. This cell can't be 1 actually either, because all of those would have to be 9s to get to 28. So now it's getting it. Now there's only one place for 1 in this column, and it's in this cell. So we found one of the 1s on this diagonal in a rather unsurprising place. Three we know is up there. 579. Oh, that digit is in this 579 triple in that cell. So that's 7 or 9. Okay, well that's interesting. Right. What if you didn't have a 1 in one of these cells? They would be minimum 5 and 7 is 12, plus a minimum 7 there is 19, breaking this 18 clue. So that is a 1. That's another of the 4 1s that must be on this sort of grey diagonal. That digit sees both of these, so that can't be a 1. One is in one of these 2 cells by Sudoku now. Sort of Sudoku. 1 there would prevent that being a 1. So that would force a 1 here and a 1 onto one of those. That would become a 1. Yeah, I don't know. This is really intricate, isn't it? Okay, so that 1. If this was a 7, these add up to 10. There's loads of ways for that to happen. If that was a 9, these add up to 8. There's 2 ways for that to happen. I'm taking the grey out of those cells. The grey just means that at least one of those has to be 1. That's not that thrilling a piece of information anymore. Or I don't know. Or is it? I can't see how particularly. Oh, there's this 18 sum as well. Ah, and that now has got a digit that's at least 5 on it. So the maximum for these 2 is 10, which would be either 9, 1 or 7, 3, but it's only a maximum. Oh, that can't be a 7 because of this 1 7 pair. And now that can't be a 7 because of the 14 sum. And now 5 and 9 are a pair, but they're only looking at that cell and that one, and we already know they're not the same. Whatever this is in one of those 2. Don't know which it is. If that 18 sum, I keep looking at it, it's not that good. This 28, oh, this 22 has got a definite 3 on it. Right, if that was a 7-9 pair, then this 22 does not work. That would add up to 16, plus 3 is 19. This would need to be another 3 in the same box. So this is not a 7-9 pair, and that digit is 5. And that one's not 5, so that's not 5. One of these 3 is 5 now on this diagonal because it needed a 2 ones, a 5 and a 7. So these cells can't be 5. They see all of them. In fact, if that was a 1, this would be a 157 triple, and this pair would have to be 3 and 9. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, it's just very constricted. If it's not a 1, it's 7, that's 1, this is 1, 5. Oh, one of them is probably failed. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying one of these is a 5, neither of these can be a 5. So this one is 1, 7 or 9. This one, I suppose 3 is back on the agenda. Yeah, I've focused on the wrong thing there. Let's go back to this one. 8 plus 16 more. No, plus 14 more with 7 or 9 there. So 5 or 7 here. Now 9 in this box is in one of those two cells and is on the 28 diagonal. There is a 9 on it. And I just don't know. Could there really be a 1 here? That would require these to both be 9. Then you'd have 9 there, there, there. I mean, it would be very constrained. 9 in one of these, 9 in one of these, and oh, no. This doesn't work. Right. That is confusing. Right. If there was a 1 in this pair, 9 and 9 there would mean this was 9, and there would be nowhere for 9 in column 8. Oh, that's difficult, but that's good. Now, no 1 there means this grey is a 1. So yet another grey has become a 1. There's no 1 in these cells. This is 5, 7 or 9. I might have to start colouring 5, 7s and 9s. Now, on this diagonal, we've still got 1, 5 and 7 to place. I wish that 1 had done something more useful for me than just identify itself. I'm so surprised it didn't, actually. Okay, another... Now, look at this. Look at this. What's going on here? One of these is 9. If that was a 957 triple, that would be a 7. Ah, if that was a 957 triple, what would this be? Impossible is the answer. So that is not a 957 triple. There is a repeat digit here. If it's 9... then we could have 5 there and 5 here, or 7 here and 3 here. But the repeat digit doesn't have to be 9. Oh, that's incredibly annoying. It doesn't really do anything. It's quite interesting that this can't be a 5, 7, 9 triple because of that, but it doesn't solve the puzzle. Oh, I'm missing a clue. 5, 9, is that the one? 18 here. Haven't looked at that in a good long while. But I haven't really learnt anything about the bottom cells or anything about that for some time. These are another 157 triple. Oh, no, it was 579 I was looking at before. Never mind. Right, I'm going to colour at least the 7s and 9s. I thought I had 5 7s and 9s to colour. Yeah, let's colour this one red, this one green, and this one pink. Ooh, what am there? Pink. This is red now in the column. Oh, yeah, that's quite interesting straight away. This is green and pink, because these are definitely from 5, 7, 9. I don't know in which order. And one of these two is red. Red in this column has to be down here. Oh, well, that's great. Look, I think this is right. No, maybe it's not right. That could be red. Ah, red can't be there or there, just by virtue of those two being the same as each other. If red had to be in one of those, it couldn't be 7. The only way red is 7 is if it's here, therefore, in this column. Right, let's think about that. The only way red is 7 is if it's here. No, I don't know what that does. But here's another digit that can't be 5, 7, or 9. It sees 3 and 1 is really the thinking behind that. And another one here. Where else are 1 and 3 both seen? For sure. Maybe not anywhere else. That's annoying because I can't quite get to colouring these on the colour scheme. There's one here as well. Oh, can this be 3? That would be a very low digit, wouldn't it? These would have to add up to 25. They would be 997, and that would be 9. So pink would be 7, red would be 9. Right. If that was a 3, red would be 9. It would be in these cells. It would be very, very findable. In row 8, it would be there. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That would break the 18 clue. Right, if red was 9, that's red, that's red. That's where 9 would have to go in box 1. Am I right? Am I right? If red was 9, I think it breaks the 18 clue. Now, how did I do this a moment ago? I said, oh yeah, I said, oh no, was it right? Was it right? I don't know. Yeah, hang on. Red would be in one of those clues, in one of those cells in box 5, if red was 9. And then it would have to be, oh, it would be broken in column 1. Oh, that's really weird. Right, it's simpler than looking at this clue. If 9 was red, that would have to be 9 in box 2, which would put 9 in one of these cells and definitely here. Yeah, it just doesn't work in box 1. 9 there would make 9 there and 9 there. In box 1, it would have to be there. Then in box 4, it would have to be there. And now there's nowhere for 9 in box 5. That's good enough. So red is a 7. Doesn't work as a 9. Pink is a 9. Well, let's get rid of the colours because they're just clogging up the grid with their colour scheme. Green became a 5. I don't know when that happened. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is not 7 anymore. This is a 1-7 pair. Are those resolved somehow? Now I've got to use a clue somewhere. This one is done. 7, 10, 15. This is a 7 to make it balance. Now, this is not a 7 now. How's that? What? That's not a 7 anymore. This is not a 7. This is a 1-5 pair. And on this 16 clue, this is a 7. There we go, Mr. Gray. You are done. That gives us 1 and 7 over here. This has been a very complex ending to a puzzle that felt really accessible in many ways, but turned out not to be in lots of ways. 9 there, 5 and 9. These are just falling into place now. 10, 19. We do need another 9. That sorts out the 3 diagonal, the 3 X-wing, and that's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight, proving its position and letting us finish the puzzle. That's a 5, that's a 7, this is 9, and we've got a 7 here. Now, this one is 8, 13, needs a 5, I think, which seems to be available, sorts out the other 3 X-wing. This is 5 or 9. I'm not quite finished yet. That's done. That seems correct. That's correct. Here we go. 5, 1, and 3 is 9. That needs a 9 in this colourful cell. Let's just make it orange. There we go. That's a 9. This is 5. That's 9, 5. Now we can do 7 and 9. Now we can do 5 and 1. And in the other corner, 5 and 1. And there we go. That is the solution to, oddly enough, even digits help. And it's a tough old puzzle. Lovely one, DC, actually. Really interesting. So many bits and bobs about that. Different phases, different stages. Good fun. Thank you guys for watching. Such a pleasure to have you with us. And hopefully we're still all recovering from Simon's rat run solve recently. Bye for now.